Whether you are driving or not, listening to music in the car can help us deal with stress in our daily lives. Music has been an effective tool to bring people together during tough times.
I really like listening to music in the car because, first of all, it just kind of like sets a mood for me and my family, and I like to entertain myself.
Music's a big part of my life. I've been listening to music for years and years and years now, obviously. I'm 30 years old now, but that's another story. I listen to music in the car, pass the time, obviously, but time for me to be alone, singing at the top of my lungs. And I feel like I'm getting judged for how loudly I'm singing,
Well, I like listening to music in the car because it hits different with the bass. I can listen to it in my AirPods, but it's not the same because I can't feel the vibration.
I like listening to music in the car mostly because it kind of gives my brain something to do and not just focus so much on what I'm thinking about. And it's just kind of fun to feel the bass while you're driving.
You can never forget the memory of first deeply experiencing music.
I was in 6th grade when I first got into music. I play a lot of instruments, and I deeply learned how to play them and how music works behind it.
Oh my gosh, my parents both traveled the world in a singing group, so I was exposed at a very, very young age, in the car listening to the Pokemon soundtrack or listening to, old 80s rock and trying to, find harmonies when I was in grade school, things like that.
Well, I've been listening to music since I was little, but I started discovering my favorite music taste in 7th and 8th grade. Well, my dad's a drummer, so I've always kind of listened to rock and roll and stuff, and then I started making more friends through middle school, and they were all interested in rap music or pop, and my mom had always listened to pop, so it was kind of a combination of both, which I really, really liked, and I still listen to it today.
I grew up with my dad always playing music, and he was always playing artists from when he was a kid.
Music is very important to all of us. Whether it calms you or gets you excited, we all love listening to music.
Music is my background noise. I never have it off. I'll listen to it constantly the whole entire day.
I love music. My brother and my sister recently did, a little Christmas thing on Spotify with a good friend of ours. We're always doing music, things like that. Play piano, play guitar, just things like that at family Christmas events, and we always have a good time.
My dad playing music has always been a really big part of my life because he's I'm his biggest fan, I'd say. But I think just in general, music lifts up my mood and makes me a better person and more enjoyable to be around. It's like my caffeine in the morning, except for music when I drive into school.
Everyone loves listening to music in the car in their own unique ways. It is a great way to bring people together and have some fun. This has been JD and Bella, Noise News.